Hello everyone, this is the mind of Lilith and welcome to another open mind into the tarot message. This message is going to be for the upcoming week, the next 7 days. So spirit guides, what can my audience expect to experience or cultivate or learn or develop or release over the next week? Message for the collective for the upcoming week. Archangels and divine messengers, thank you for your support. Okay, we have ending a trauma, celebrate life, transformation. Oh my God, this is so great, guys. Neptune is in Aries with the Sun and Chiron. Yes, this is sort of like a spiritual healing that is having a positive impact on your mental and emotional health. That's what I'm getting at here. So you're ending your relationship to a traumatic situation. There was some sort of emotional or mental tie to an unfortunate circumstance that was, painful, disappointing, expensive, costly, dangerous, and this is really dope. This is really, really, really dope. This is Scorpio energy. You guys may have a lot of 8th house placements. The sun is in your 8th house, which means that you are a Virgo, someone a rising sign. You could have Pluto in the first. Pluto transiting through the first house. But this is really nice. Like, I think a part of you ending the trauma is doing things differently. You're breaking some sort of habit or cycle or pattern of behavior. Like, for example, you could be changing your diet. So you wake up in the morning over the past couple years and maybe have, some wine first thing in the morning, or vodka or alcohol. You're not doing that anymore. You're making healthier decisions for your physical body, but also your mental, etheric, and spiritual body. So it's like you're resolving some sort of pain or trauma that this happened a long time ago, but it's affected your entire life for many years, many cycles of time, many cycles around the sun. Is circle here. Transform memories and symptoms. You could have psychosomatic illnesses, stomach problems, back pain, neck pain. You could have OCD or like hypochondria. Celebrate life. Make your life a celebration. Transformation. This connects to the other message that I just posted for the month of April. Transformation. Let love transform you forever. This is self-love, I believe. I don't think this is a relationship partner coming in, and I don't think you want to be with anybody right now because you've just gotten out of or over a really difficult situation that could have had an impact on your physical and or mental health. So your mental health is improving because this is really nice. This is highly transformative. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The World card is here. Death card. Maybe even a tower. Maybe the tower. But not a negative tower. A positive tower, like an epiphany. Some sort of enlightenment. Being shocked out of a situation. Like jolted back to reality. The sun is here too. Sun, Scorpio. Sun, death. Moon. The devil's also here. Who else should I pick for this? Spirit guide, some more insight, please, for the collective. Next 30 days. The next week. What's happening for my audience for the next week, over the next 7 days? This is so dope. It's like having a whole new change of perspective. Seeing things differently than before. Like, you were really pessimistic, negative, depressed. Like, my world is ended. My life is over. I'm worthless. I'm too old. I'm too sick, something like that, where you just were beating up on yourself because of compounded trauma that you've held on to. You've internalized it, and you're releasing that. Neptune and Aries conjunct Chiron, very healing energy. It's almost like a miracle of having a whole new lease on life. Spirit guides, please continue this message for the collective. Bitterness, divine masculine. This is where you were. This could be for a man. Obsession. Devil energy is here. Stress. The devil is definitely here. See all this negative energy? Resentment, anger, hurtful words. Yang, masculine energy. Neptune is in Aries. Aries is a masculine sign. Saturn's going to be moving into Aries as well later on this year. But Chiron's also in Aries. This is like healing the divine masculine. This is a masculine who may have engaged in self-destructive behavior, alcoholism, drug addictions, promiscuity, violence, stalking. This person is miserable. I think you're moving on from that. Finally. Miserable and probably dangerous to some extent. Let me use the double-sided deck. I haven't used this in a little while. I miss this deck. I miss you, baby. Okay. This is two sides. I miss you, baby. Ten of Swords, yeah. Bitter as F. Cold as ice. But it's reversed. So this man is melting the ice from around his heart. He sees things clearly now because the sword is not blunted or damaged. He understands how he's part of the problem and how he's made some mistakes and that he's not a victim. Moon card, upright. Yeah. Dark night of the soul. This is, this is rough. Bitter hatred and just, I hate everybody. I hate the world. I hate myself. Awful. But you're getting out of that now. Three of Pentacles. Yep. Working towards a better life, a better future for yourself. Taking responsibility and accountability for the mistakes you've made. For your own life. You're starting at 3. You've lost a lot. It's upright, not reverse. This is reverse. A broken statue, abandoned projects, poverty, the lack of commitment or consistency, no security. Here, you're rebuilding your life on a better footing. You're not like a functioning addict anymore. You're more lucid, more present, more responsible. The King of Pentacles reversed. You're getting over that. That's underneath this. So in reverse is a greedy energy. Somebody with resources, but like a MGTOW, incel. You got money, but nobody likes you because you're bitter and controlling and greedy. You're being more generous now. Or you're releasing something. You're releasing some negative energy. That's making you less greedy, less, someone's very ambitious too. Ambitious to the point of being a workaholic and like the only thing that matters is money for this person. And you're getting out of that space. You're healing whatever trauma made you like use your money to compensate for having a whack personality. Somebody who has a whack personality. Materialistic, greedy, selfish. It may not even be whack. It could just be like really materialistic and superficial. Overeating, overindulgence, greedy. Like eating your emotions, eating your feelings, eating your loneliness. So this could be an asshole, or it could be a nice person who is overcompensating, or like trying to compensate for like loneliness and bitterness with food and money and stuff, and overspending in a big house you can't afford and all this stuff. So this is interesting. 10 of Cups. This is where you're headed. 10 of Cups. This is lots of love. There are 5 cups here and 5 cups here. These 5 cups are broken. It's reversed. These cups are, they're not broken. They are whole. They're secure. There are no cracks in them. So you've repaired yourself on an internal and an external level. And cups are receptacles of energy. So it's like you've poured out all this negative energy, all this hatred and bitterness, and now you're ready to receive the abundance of and flow of love and so on. So you could have met a person that has gotten you out of this space. This change and transformation could have been inspired by a person who you may want to commit to. 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. I think, okay, so 2 things could be the possibility here. You either reconcile with an ex, right? Or not an ex, reconcile with someone you've been separated from, like a wife, or you meet someone who helps you to heal from some sort of separation or divorce. Either way, love is the reason for this. Love is the culprit. Clarify the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords in reverse and the Moon card upright. It's the Temperance, healing energy, Queen of Cups. You met a person. Water sign person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Fool card. You don't want to mess this up with your nonsense. Hierophant reverse. Yeah, you don't want to mess this up. So you could have, or this water sign person could have betrayed you or hurt you in some way. They could have walked away from you. So either you meeting someone, you're meeting a Queen of Cups, or you've walked away from one, or one's walked away from you. If you are really an asshole, then more than likely she left you because she doesn't want to deal with emotional abuse. But you're healing from this disconnection, this divorce, Hierophant reversed, Fool card in reverse. You couldn't let this go. I think you're letting it go now. You're learning how to let it go. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles reverse. 3 of Pentacles upright, King of Pentacles reverse. Clarification, please. The Tower. I mentioned a tower, didn't I? I said, did I mention it in this reading or the other one? Tower, like being some sort of enlightenment, a change of perspective. I think I mentioned that on this reading. I don't know. I forgot. The 3 of Swords, some sort of betrayal that you're releasing yourself from. An unexpected ending, a breakup or divorce. Starting from scratch. Going from the King of Pentacles to the 3, alimony, child support. After a divorce, bitter about that. Not receptive to love. 10 of Cups reverse, broken cups. You're getting over some sort of breakup or divorce because of a woman, or because of an ex-partner, or because you want to meet someone new, or you have met someone new. So let's see. The 5 of Cups. I mentioned the 5 being here earlier. And they're the same colors. You met someone new. There are 2 cups up here. And 3 cups down here. You met somebody new. Or you want to meet someone new. And you know that you can't meet someone new if you're still in this old, raggedy, bitter, confrontational energy. The 3 of Cups is also here. But there's 1 cup here and 2 down here. Hold on. There's 2 up here and 2 down there, but there's 1 in the middle. There's 2 up here and 1 here. This is reversed. 1 cup, you're by yourself. 2 cups, you're sharing your love with someone. There's an exchange of positive energy. I'm seeing it like going on a date. Like you may meet someone that really, lovers, heals you, helps you to heal. 9 of Swords upright, seeing things clearly. Like, wow, life is not over. I have more have an opportunity to have a better experience, to do things differently. Getting out of some anxiety or depression is really heavy, nasty energy. Rough stuff. But this is good. This is really, really good. Death card. I mentioned the death earlier. I'm surprised the devil ain't come out yet, because he is here. The Ten of Pentacles. The end of a marriage. So yeah, someone was bitter about the end of a marriage or relationship, and they held on to that bitterness for a very long time, and it affected their physical health. They're getting over that now. Either they've met someone new, or they want to meet someone, and they know they have to get over all this mess to do that. So this upcoming week, there's an opportunity to heal or release some bitterness so that you can meet someone new, or you're going to meet someone new who inspires you to like let all this mess go. This bitterness, obsession over something that already ended. The devil didn't come out. You could have overcome the devil. He has no more hold on you. The death is here. The Hierophant reverse can also be demonic in its own right, because the Hierophant represents like tradition and rules and orthodoxies and systems. And sometimes when it's reversed, someone's idea or belief about marriage, as an example, could affect their self-esteem to the point where they feel discarded or invalidated if they're not married. So if someone was like really, they felt valuable or validated because they were married, or their wife or husband, the loss of that marriage or relationship really made them very bitter and angry, because it means so much more to them than just the ring or the finger. This is a form of social status, right? So this could also be demonic in the sense of like programming you to think negatively of yourself if you're not married, or if you're not following the rules, or if you don't meet some certain social standards, socioeconomic, maybe, career. Someone is very, very 10th house oriented. How do other people see me? Taurus energy is here more than once. Taurus and Scorpio is here. And so is Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer. So this person, as an example, this person was validated by marriage. Like marriage meant everything to them. The idea of being married meant everything to them. And then they get divorced and it's like, oh my God, the world's over. And it's not even that. It's not even that serious. The Hierophant reversed. Spirit guides, what's happening with the collective over the next week? But this is a really positive message. It's like really healing. It's like some hard energies dissolving under the auspices of Neptune. It's like being melted away. Your heart's being melted by someone, or the idea of someone, or the desire to be with someone one day. I can't find somebody if I'm still in this. I can't find somebody new if I'm in this old raggedy energy. So you could be meeting someone who softens your heart. Gray, murky situation. More to be seen. Look deeper. Depression that is deep, right? That's what you are. Really nasty, bitter energy. Depression that is deep. But then we have flowers, love, springtime, romance, couples, happy, vibrant, growth, union, watching things bloom and grow. Either you know this person already, or you're going to meet them in the future. I would even say you can feel them around you if you haven't met them in person. You can feel them or sense their presence in some way, shape, or form. Something's coming. Trash. The relationship is done. Time to move on. Chuck it in the F it bucket. Trashy behaviors or thinking is not of further use. You're throwing all this away. Transformation, ending a trauma, and celebrating life. I would even go so far as to say that once you start to do this on your own, you'll attract someone relatively quickly. Someone new, if you haven't met them already. But you're going to meet someone who inspires you to change your mind about this ending. you're going to feel like, oh my God, I wasted so much time worrying about this person, and there's so much better out here. Something like that. You're not going to obsess over this ex anymore. You're moving forward. That's a wonderful thing, collective. It's a wonderful life. Personal power, 8888. Scorpio energy. Gemini energy. Material and spiritual abundance. Wealth. Resources. Force, balance, confidence, material gain. Epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for greater good. I think it's a love message. It must be. So, yeah, to recap for the 15th time, you're either meeting someone or you've met someone who's going to get you out of this space, or you'll be meeting them soon, or you're trying to meet them. So this person could be on their way already, with or without your effort, or you're trying to attract or manifest them by way of elevating or raising your energy in a positive way. But they're around. I feel like they're around. They're close. They're not that far away, actually. They're not that far away. Any more cards for the collective? Let me see if I have any more messages. I don't think so. I think that's enough for now. Let me do one more. One more Mind Info Oracle cards. One more for this message. And I'm going to do the daily and post that to the channel as well. Spirit guides, what's happening for the collective for next week? Love is in the air. Everywhere you look around. You may notice this is for you if you're like more interested in romantic stuff. You're having more romantic thoughts, movies, watching romantic movies, having softer, sweeter thoughts about the past or a potential lover in the future. Spring is in the air. Grounding and jump in. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. This message is for the first reading I did today, which was the monthly. I suggest you watch that as well, because these messages are kind of interconnected. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling of this brings. Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. Grounding and jumping. Grounding and jumping like a spring. Please watch the monthly that I posted today, a 38 message. It's kind of in that energy. There was a bunny rabbit in one of the cards. And one of the messages was for you to get grounded by healing your physical body or your relationship to your physical body. But this insecurity is being caused by some sort of delusion and anger, delusional anger, rage almost. Feeling entitled to or unjustly victimized. Someone is feeling like a victim. They're getting out of that mindset. They're actually going to realize that this old situation was a blessing in disguise in its own way. Okay? All right, guys. I want to leave it there. Thank you for listening. Look forward to your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.